Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Hypnotique and this is Vintage Story. I'm on 1.19.4 as we have been for a while. Still awaiting 0.5. So guys, I have been working on a few things. I did the windows up in the room with the brew. That room right up there. I did move around a few torch holders, so I got 2 torch holders up there, and I did make a few more lanterns for the forge. I think the forge is finally lit pretty well. And then I harvested the garden. I harvested part of the garden. My food rots here so fast that I didn't think I should harvest all of it. But we did get quite a bit of Mexican cotton, which is amazing. So I do agree with Mendel. I think that we're getting a little too many seeds with these. I literally have a whole vessel full of seeds now of Mexican cotton seeds, and I literally threw away 3 stacks. So I think that needs to be calmed down a bit, but this is all good for flax. And we can actually put more sails on the windmills upstairs, which is going to be really nice. I did just want to show you guys how good we're doing on the flax now. So let's go ahead and make some of these into flax fibers, and then we'll go ahead and make, we need 4 more sails. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can put these up on the windmills, and we should be set with the windmills, which I'm pretty happy about. Let me show you the light, and let's go check on the steel again before we get started. So this episode, you guys, we are going to get into the Alchemy Mod, and I will show you exactly what I did. So the lighting in here, I put 2 more lanterns right there, brass, easy to make, and 1 there. So I think that this should be good now. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Okay, let's double check. Oh, I might not even have enough freaking coal to refire this. Okay, it's still going. I did start the charcoal pit again. God, I'm really short on coal. Okay, let's go upstairs real quick. I'm gonna put these windmills I'm gonna put the sails on the windmills, and then we're gonna go up to the potions room and do a little investigating on what it takes. Oh, look, on what it takes to brew some potions. Hey, our flowers are going. Yes. Okay, that one's on now. We're good. So I'm going to go ahead and take these ladders down just because I think we're pretty set there. We're going to be able to go back to Acantha and use that forge there pretty soon. It is a nice forge. We want to be pretty self-sufficient in all these places, though. Okay, let's head over to the potions room so I can show you what I did, and we can talk in greater depth about the Alchemy Mod. Okay, so I added an acacia door. Do you see how they spell that, though? They changed the second C to a Z. We have acacia here in Tucson, but it's not spelled like that. And the reason I added acacia is because we don't have false tamarind gates. And then I finished these windows. I just did the simple cottage windows that I did over in the forge. And then I added barrels because we need barrels in here for brews. For brews. Now the floor is going to be, I did try the false tamarind floor in here, and I didn't like it. It felt like Christmas to me with the green and the red. Doors, though, that are red are special because they're supposed to mean that they're welcoming, I think. I'll look that up and put it here. Red doors are cool. So I don't know what I'm going to put in the floor here yet. Okay, so let's look at alchemy for a minute. Alchemy, let's read this first. To get started in alchemy, you first need to make a mortar and pestle. Next, you will need to gather herbs and flowers. These can be combined in different variations to create different potions. The ingredient you will need the most are any poisonous mushrooms and horsetail, which will be used to create. There's a few typos here. Basic potion base. Once you have a mortar and pestle, basic potion base, and a collection of flowers and herbs, you can create edible herbs. These are the weakest variant that can be created without the use of any metal tools. Once you have access to metal, more specifically a barrel, which I do, you can start creating better liquid potions. Firstly, you will need to mix your basic potion base with water in a barrel to create a potion tea. This will be the new base ingredient for the medium tier potions. Then mix the potion tea with a weak potion base. To drink the potions, you will need to create some flasks. Lastly, to create the best potions, you will need aquavita and an herb rack. There are many different variants of herb racks if you want a different color herb racks. Using an herb rack, you will need to hang your herbs and flowers on them to dry into dried cuttings. You can dry them through other means, but the herb rack should be the best way to do it, and they shouldn't spoil on them. Once they have dried, you will need to cook them on a fire to create cooked cuttings. The cooked cuttings are then combined into a strong base. Using a strong base and aquavita, mix them into a barrel to create a strong potion. Wow, this is very in-depth. So let's just start with the basics. Let's look through these. Mortar and pestle. So it's basically wood and a stick, so that's easy. Let's look at this. No, you can't see that. Let's look at the basic potion base. Wait a minute, what mortar pestle was that used to? Oh, you can make a rock one. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we can make a rock one too. And then, so the basic potion, so these are Devil's Tooth, Pink Bonnet, these are mushrooms. I have some poisonous mushrooms. Okay. And then edible herbs. And go back again. The barrel, a potion tea, you mix with water. So we're going to need a water source in here. Flasks. That's raw, so you can make clay ones. Or you can make glass ones. Ooh, pretty. Oh, rose quartz. Oh my God. Am I ever going to be able to take a hammer to a crystal? Ugh. That is going to be that's like almost equivalent to putting a seashell in a quern. I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to do that. That is a pretty pink flask though. Smoky quartz. No, I just don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Yeah, those are beautiful though, and we might get to that. But for now, we could definitely make some quartz ones and some clay ones. Aquavita. Now, I've never made this before, and I'm not sure why. So these are all the flasks, barrels, and buckets. How do we make aquavita? I don't remember how to look. We'll look that up. An herb rack. Oh, cute. Okay, so there's an herb rack, and then you can put hooks on it. Hooks. Oh, and you can smith the hooks. Okay. So herb racks. Different color herb racks. Oh, nice. Okay, we can do a variety of them. That's pretty. Okay, we'll see what kind of herb rack we want to make. And then dried cuttings. So you take, when heated, turns into a dried cutting. So that's the horsetail one. So the wild daisy. Okay, so we're going to need a fire in here as well. And then cooked cuttings. Wow, this is very involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put in some sort of floor in here. So we can put up a couple of cabinets. We can put up a couple of working surfaces and some shelves. We can make a fire, and we need to get a water source in here. So I will do that. And then hopefully by the morning, we can get started on all this good stuff. Okay, I think I have most everything except for stuff to do the herb rack. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this floor in first. And I thought I'd bring over these claystone rocks. I thought this might make a nice floor. My chisel is almost done. So I did bring my true chisel from the Chisel Tools. I think, let's look at the claystone bricks. I think we want to go with something really fancy. So let's do the small ones. And let's just test that out. Let's do these slabs. Isn't it? I can't ever remember, you guys. Okay, like this. So let's do some of these slabs and see what it's going to look like here. I think this will look nice. It's going to be a nice neutral color because we are going to, this floor in the middle is going to be really bright with pretty colors of clay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we're going to put these in. There's growly boys outside that want to come in to the room with a brew. Okay, so there is our floor. Put that back. Let's grab... Oh, we got to put in some water somewhere. So that is going to take a little extra doing. Where should we put some water in? I want it to be back here somewhere. So what we're going to do here then, I forgot about this, is we're going to take these 4 out and we're going to put them solid blocks. Like this. That way we can put water right here. And I'll probably want to fix that bottom. Can I do that? Let's try that. I'm probably going to create a waterfall and then hopefully cut it back off. There we go. Okay, that looks way better. I hear a waterfall down there. I hope that we could stop that waterfall later. Oh no. Okay. I should probably go out and see if I could stop that waterfall because I really don't want a waterfall under here. I need to eat. Besides, it's just kind of noisy. Oh, it stopped. Okay, we're good. Oh man, I thought that was more food. That's okay. Okay, so now we have our water blocks. We have a water block. Now what I brought over was some pretty blocks for cabinets. Now this is something that I found in a Better Ruins. So I thought we could maybe put those here for fires and things. Maybe we go all the way out like that. And then I did bring over some shelves so we can put some shelves over it. And I'm kind of thinking I would like to move that and put the shelf there and there, and move this and put the shelf there and there. And then we'll change this over to there and there. I like it. Every single time I design something, it's all because I'm going to live with it for a while and then I will decide what it's like. I did bring a chest here. So this should be empty. So this is just for storage, and we're going to do something special with that later, and I will show you what I mean. I also did a little hook for the herb rack. we're gonna be making some herb racks, and I thought we could hang them up on these corners. They're beautiful items, so I think that those are gonna be very nice. Now we're gonna need fires, which I did not bring any. I didn't bring any grass, but we can get some. And I did bring a couple of decorative. We'll put one there. We always need these around in our lives. Let's run down and get one of the empty vessels. Let's just ignore these growly boys. Let's go get one of the empty vessels just so we have some place to put like horsetail and mushrooms for now. Oh my god, they're everywhere, you guys. This is dangerous living. Okay, so this one's empty. This is dangerous living right now. Because I am living in a cave that's dark all the time. I would rather bring one of these blue ones, so I think I'm gonna switch out. You guys are gonna give me temporal gears, right? What are you doing standing on this stalagmite? I'll take your flax. Okay, we're gonna put this vessel right here, and that's gonna be for mushrooms and horsetail and all of those consumables. It's 0.68. I don't think the horsetail ever goes bad, but the mushrooms do. Okay, you may wonder why I'm hurt. That's because I went down to get some grass and I fell. We'll just put the fires here on the ends because we know we need those to dry some things, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the wood because we're going to do a couple of tricks with some storage later. Okay, so mortar and pestle. I brought rocks. Let's look at this again. I brought rocks to make mortars and pestles. I thought it'd be fun to make a stone one and a wooden one. There's that one. Is there. Those are really cool looking. Now let's see what they look like when we set them down. Can we set them down? We can't set them down. Can they go on the shelf? Oh, they can go on the shelf. Look how cute. But we can't set them down on the ground. Okay, so we just put them on the shelf. Very nice. Okay. I didn't grab any quartz either. I should go grab some quartz. Okay, I just went and grabbed some quartz. So we can make 3 different kinds of flasks. So we can make this one. Then I think there was 2 more. There's this littler one. We're just gonna make one of each right now. And then there is a smaller one. This one, this baby one. I don't know what they're individually for yet, but we're just going to get them out so we can look at them. And then we'll go ahead and put the rest of the quartz in here. Got a few clear quartz too. And we'll go ahead and put the rocks in here as well, just so we have them. Now, can we set this down on the... Where'd it go? Okay, I just set... Okay, it's invisible. Did you see that? Okay, guys, that's invisible. Not cool. How about here? Okay, the flasks are invisible. I'm totally bummed by that. Well, for now, we'll go ahead and set them in here. Maybe when we put something in them, they won't be invisible anymore. So we have poisonous mushrooms and horsetail, which will be able to create a basic potion base. So let's look at that. So let's make a basic potion base first. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, so let's get the poison mushrooms out and this giant horsetail, which I need to plant. Look at that, it turns into regular horsetail. So we're just gonna make some of that. And then we've got some poisonous mushrooms. And then we need to get the mortar and pestle. So that is the basic potion base. Okay. Oh, and the mortar and pestle runs out. Okay, well that's good because I need to put some more wood in here then. A trash maple. And we'll keep rocks and wood and sticks in here just so we have enough stuff to make more mortars and pestles. We'll probably keep a hammer in here too. That's something else we should probably do is put up a tool rack. So we have a tool rack in here for hammers. Like that. We're gonna do something else with that tool rack too. It's so cool, guys. Okay. So we made the basic potion base. What do we do with it now? Once you have a collection of flowers and herbs, you can create edible herbs. Okay, so now we need to go collect our flowers. Let's do it. Let's put the mortar and pestle away. Let's empty our inventory as much as possible so we have some room, and we'll go pick the flowers that we have. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Let's put the horsetail and the basic potion base in here. Where'd the other flask go? Didn't I put all 3 of them in there? Those are disappearing flasks, guys. Disappearing flasks. I'm gonna have to review the footage on that, but I think that we put all 3 in there. Unless I accidentally put it up here or set it down somewhere. Weird. Did I? No? Okay. I'm a little confused. Okay, let's go pick some flowers. I think it's going to be nice if I were to... I started playing with this a little bit. I think it'll be nice if we have a stairway up from right here to the potions room. Now the flowers are pretty hard to grow. But I know that some are ready. Okay, look at all this mallow and look at all of these poppies. Let me get these real quick. So I'm getting seeds from these as well, which is perfect. And it looks like they used a tiny bit of nitrogen from the soil, but not a lot. And these poppy seeds use nitrogen. So it consumed very little nitrogen. Let's get the poppies. Looks like we had an olive tree grow up and the other one die. Let's chop this down and take that wood up to the thing. Okay, so these used these were the poppies. They used nitrogen, but they didn't consume any. Doesn't look like. So I'm gonna really quickly plant these back again. Putting the extra seeds away. I only got 9 poppies out of that whole field. And I only got 18 mallow. Okay, I just did some quick math. This is a 6x9 plot minus the 6 spots for water. That was 48 spots, and I only got 18 mallow. And I only got 9 poppies. I'm really unhappy with this. This is not This is not sustainable. I'm really hoping that the Alchemy Mod doesn't use a lot of stuff, because I won't keep this mod if that's the way it's gonna work. That doesn't make any sense. It gave us back too many seeds and not enough flowers. It's the flowers we're going for. We got plenty of seeds back to replant the whole thing plus some, but then we didn't get very many flowers. Wah wah. Oh, I shoulda checked the charcoal while I was down there. That's all right. We're not in a hurry to get back anyway. Let's go up. Oh, it's still running anyway. Okay, let's go up and get these other flowers. We're gonna keep track of this. I mean, yes, my mallow and poppies did say that they were gonna get worse for the cold. But that is way bad. That's way bad. This is 5 by 7. Minus 4 spots for the water, 31. And I got 26. Cornflowers are ready. Okay, so I actually got... I got 1 for 1 with the cornflowers. Daisies aren't ready. Forget-me-nots are. There's my flask. Sometimes these flasks are invisible. I gotta review the footage, guys. I don't know what's going on with these flasks. Okay, out of 8 forget-me-nots, we got 8. And the daisies are not ready. So let's look at the seeds. The seeds take nitrogen, and it doesn't look like they used any nitrogen. There's some definite wonky things with these mods. Now, I did go check on the other farm that we had across the equator, and it is summer there, and none of the flowers are growing. It's winter here, but it's summer there. So none of the flowers are growing. So we're going to have to make do with what we have now to make a couple of potions and get through the process. Okay, to make the weakest ones, we can crush a lupin with a orange mallow to make an archer's flask, which I think would be amazing, right? We want an archer's flask. I'm a hunter. What an archer's flask does... let's first go back. I think we want to make the second flask, the next flask up. So I think we're going to want to make this potion tea. So we're going to mix this basic potion base with water, and we'll get a potion tea. And with the potion tea, we can make the medium archer's flask, which you can see it increases ranged accuracy, it increases ranged damage, and ranged speed. So that's a good example of one of the potions that we want to make. So let's make the tea. What we need to do is put water in a barrel with these. So we're going to grab our bucket. And let's look at this again. Make sure we're putting in the right amount. So 2 for every 1. So we have 13. So I put 26 in there, and we're going to put that in, and it automatically makes the potion tea. Excellent. You don't have to wait for it. That's an advantage. Okay, I'm going to put this back in here. So stay there, flask. Okay, so now that we have a potion tea, what do we do? This is the new base ingredient for the medium tier potions. Then mix the potion tea with a weak potion base. So I don't think we're going to be able to create any of these yet, because aqua vita is when you distill liquor again. So we'll have to wait till we get rainbow rocks to do that. And then we'll have to collect, make some herb racks. But let's figure out how to make the medium ones. Mix the potion tea with a weak potion base. Okay, so we need lupin and we need orange mallow for the archer's flask. For potent oil, what does potent oil do? 60% healing effectiveness. So that's lupin and catmint. Purging brew. Hunger rate. 60% hunger rate and lasts. Okay, so that reduces your hunger. Settling brew. Oh, that's expensive one. I do have Edelweiss though. Hunger rate. That reduces your hunger rate as well. Isn't that the same thing that other thing did? Hunter's Delight. That sounds good to me. That's cornflower and mallow. Look at when that's what I have. Hunter's Delight. Animal loot, animal seek range, more forage amount, and 40% wild crop. Well, that's worth making. Okay, so that's mallow and cornflower. Woad and lupin. That is forage and gears from metal. 40 more gears from metal. 40%. I don't know what that means. Fighters. I think that's a melee one. Yeah, so I'm not going to be using that one. Miners. This would be a good one. The miner is 60% mining speed and 30% more ore. That is a really good one. So let's look at the miners. So this is poppies and daisies. We're getting close to being able to do that one. Spiked oil. Now that's my kind of thing. Forget-me-nots and heather. Oh, I did have some heather down there. Spiked oil is -1 health for every 3 seconds. Why would you want to use that? Predator pheromones. 80% animal seek range. Healing oil. 1 health. So that's a good one to have. That's a bandage, basically. And it's Lily of the Valley and catmint. Scent mask. I'm assuming that's kind of a hunter thing. -80% animal seek range. Sprinter's flask. Dwarf furs and heather. 50% walk speed for 300 seconds. Vitality. That increases your max health. Okay. To be honest, there's not a ton of these things I want to make, but this archer's flask is definitely something I want to make. And then what was the other one? Hunter's Delight? Definitely one. So let's use this one as an example. So we're going to put the mallow in here with the cornflower. And we get this weak base. We get 8 of them. So then do I put this in here? Do I have to pull out some of this? Okay, I moved 8 portions in here. And then if I put this 8 in here, and then I will have Hunter's Delight after 24 hours. Well, as you guys can see, there's a few little weird things about these 2 mods, the flower farming mod and the alchemy mod. The alchemy mod has disappearing flasks and requires a lot of flowers, which is fine. I totally understand that, which is why I got the flower farming mod. And I'm getting more seeds back than flowers, even in the ones that were growing in the proper conditions. So that's going to be a little bit of a struggle for a while. So we're going to, it's going to take us a while to build up a potion base, but the disappearing flasks is definitely an issue. There is something I want to show you with the chisel tools though, something that's brand new. So I'm going to take a few minutes and get ready to show you that. Okay guys, I've been sitting here playing with a few things and I chiseled this area right here, these 2 blocks. So you have this little underground thing. They did take this officially out of the game not too long ago, that people were using upside down stairs to get a cellar effect with their blocks. But now you can go ahead and do this, and Moon Shadow on the Bohemian server helped me realize this. As long as you chisel something, you can get and put vessels down there, you can get a cellar effect right here in your kitchen. I'm not going to leave this beautiful vessel down in there because we like to have that one out, but I will make a couple of vessels here so we have a cellar effect for the mushrooms and things. The other thing I wanted to show you, which I just learned about the new Chisel Tools. Chisel Tools has just come out with an update, another update, and I didn't, this thing that I'm going to show you right now was available before, but I didn't know about it. So we're going to take this block out. I chiseled this. I wanted to show you too that I put the flasks back up on the shelf and they did end up showing up. After I set the flasks down here, I had a block that I had to chop out after I could pull this block out. I'm not sure what that was, but there was an empty, some weird block there. I wasn't recording or I would have shown you guys. Anyway, we're going to make a decorative chest with this wooden chest. So we're going to need this and we're going to need the, does it not work with his true chisel? I guess it doesn't work with his own true chisel. Okay, let's get the other chisel. I'm finding lots of weird things with mods today. So that's a decorative chest. So what we can do now is we can set this decorative chest here, and I've never done this before, so here we go. A normal chest with a twist, right click with a chiseled block to change its shape. Now when we click on this, we have the chest. Our chest is hidden in that block. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. It is a little glitchy that you can't even use his own true chisel to have that happen, but whatever. Look at that. So now we have a chest right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can we even put a fire on it? I'm wondering. I have all this stuff that I need to put in there. I'm wondering if we could put a fire on top of it. No, not a fire, a block. Okay. That's okay. This is really cool. So I needed to show you guys that. I thought that was a really neat idea. So basically anything you chisel, you could turn into a hidden chest. If you're on a server, that could be really great. Unless they know about this. You know what I mean? That is also true of vessels. So if you were to make a vessel and you were to put, where's the regular storage vessel? And you can make a, this decorative storage vessel, put the chisel on it, and you'll get the same thing. And I do believe now, with the latest update, you can do this with a tool rack. So you can, this decorative tool rack, you can make a tool rack and chisel it into anything you want and make it look like anything you want, which is nice. So this one says, like a regular tool rack, but you can right click with a chisel block to change its shape. You have to pre-rotate the chisel block in the direction you'd like. So make sure that your chisel block is already in the direction you like. When you will return the chisel block when destroyed. You can change it with another chisel block and get the original block back. That is true with that. That is true now with The shelf. He's got a decorative shelf now. Same thing. You can chisel a shelf to make it look any way you like. And the other one is a display case. Decorative display case. You can chisel a display case to make it look however you'd like. Chisel Tools is awesome, you guys. So here's the plan. Once we get back to Rainbow Rocks, we'll make some aquavita. In the meantime, I will make a few of the clay flasks and I will make some herb racks. Probably make them out of iron since I have so much iron, and make them pretty, and we'll hang them up behind me. We'll probably hang a few decorative ones in the kitchen as well when we get there. And then we'll work on this Alchemy Mod together as I get some more stuff together and I progress with it. I'll make sure that I cover the new things that I learn in future videos because I think that this could be a really cool mod. I just hope we don't have any more disappearing flasks. With the flower farming, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think maybe once we get back to Rainbow Rocks, we'll be able to farm a lot more flowers there because it's a lot more kind of in the middle of these extremes. So we'll probably give that a try. And I might switch the mallow and poppies to the summer garden and those winter ones to here. I might do some of that. I might play with some of that. Chisel Tools is simply awesome. I did ask Quentin, though, why you can't use the true chisel to make those decorative items like the chest, the vessel, the shelves, the tool rack, and the display case. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you really enjoyed this mod spotlight. I'm going to be doing more with all of these mods constantly along the way, and I'll make sure that you stay in touch with me as I learn them, because that's what I'm doing. I'm learning them with you guys. Take care, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next episode.